Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. Today we're going to be working on solving multi-step equations. And so our objective is to solve the equation in one variable that contain more than one operation. So we first worked on one step where we were add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And then we went into two steps where we would have to do two steps in order to solve for our variable. Now today we're going to add and make it more multi-step. All right, so we may have to do something with the distributive property, which we have worked at before when we were going from point slope to slope intercept, or we may have to be combining some like terms, which is what we have started this week off with. All right, so let's go through some sample problems here. All right, so if you look, we've got some x's, we've got some constants, and we have an equal sign. So I'm going to draw my line down. And typically what we like to do is get all like terms together first. So we are going to combine like terms. Combine like terms that are on the same side, okay? So when things are on the same side of the equal sign, like this 8x and this negative 5x, we are just going to combine like terms. So that says 8x minus 5x, which is 3x. And then we still have our negative 21. We still have our equal sign, and we still have a negative 15. Now, we don't have any other like terms that are on the same side. So now we're going to have to doing things across the equal sign. So whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other side. And the first thing we're going to do is get our constants together, our numbers. And so by x, we have a 3 and we have a negative 21. And because this is a negative 21, we are going to add 21 to both sides. So negative 21 plus 21 is a 0, and 3x equals 6. So we're going to divide by 3, and now x equals 2. Okay, so we're going to combine like terms on the same side first. Then we're going to do exactly what we were doing yesterday, and we're going to move our constants together, and then we're going to divide by that number that's in front of our letter. All right, example number 2. All right, so I have an equal sign here. Do I have any combine like terms on the same side? Okay, same side of the equal sign. And it looks like I have a negative 2x and a negative 4x. Negative 2 minus 4 is a negative 6x. And I still have my plus 3 equals 33. Okay, now I'm going to get my constants or my numbers together. And because they're on opposite sides, I'm going to do opposite operations. So because this is a plus 3, I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. So I have minus 6x, these are going to cancel out, equals 30. Now this says negative 6 times x, and the opposite of times is divide. So I'm going to divide by negative 6. So x equals a negative 5. All right, looks like we have another one of these. All right, so draw my line down the middle. We are going to combine like terms that are on the same side. Okay, on the same side. So we've got 10n, no n, and a minus 4n. So 10n minus 4n is 6n plus 8. We have to keep that guy around. All right, here. Now we have to get rid of this number, not the 6, because that is 6 times n that's attached to it. We have to get rid of this plus 8. So we are going to subtract 8 from both sides. So 6n equals negative 30. All right, now this says 6 times n, so the opposite of times is divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 6. So n is a negative 30 divided by 6 is a negative 5. So n is negative 5. All right, this one's going to add a little bit different flavor to the problem. And if you look here, we got a coefficient 4 in front and then n minus 2 in parentheses. So we are going to have to distribute first. So 4 times n is 4n, and 4 times negative 2 is a negative 8. And then we still have our plus 2n and our equals 40. Okay, now we are going to combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So same side of the equal sign. Okay, so this is a 4n and a plus 2n. So I have 6n minus 8 equals 40. So this says minus 8. I'm going to add 8 to each side. So I have 6n equals 48. Now how do we move that 6? That says 6 times n. So we're going to divide by 6. And let's see, 48 divided by 6. I'm running out of room here. So n equals 8. 48 divided by 6 is 8. All right, let's see if we have one more of those distributive problems to go through here first. So the first thing we're going to do is distribute. Okay, so we're reviewing some properties here. Distribute. 3 times n is 3n. 3 times negative 6 is a negative 18. Then we still have our plus 2n and our equals 32. All right, so now we are going to combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So we have a 3n and a 2n, and because they're on the same side, we just add them to get 5n minus 18. Okay, now to get n by itself, we have to get rid of the 5 and the negative 18. And we're going to add 18 because that says negative 18. We have to do the opposite operation. So we're going to add 18 to both sides. So 5n equals 50. Now that says 5 times n. So the opposite of times is divide. So we're going to divide by 5. So n equals 10. All right, I think we're at the end and we're ready for some, oh no, one more kind of problem here. I almost forgot about this one. All right, so find the value of 3d. So step 1, we need to first know what d is. Once we know what d is, we can substitute that value in here and multiply the two numbers together. But first, we need to know what d is. So we're going to take this and we're going to solve. All right, so the big thing in finding d is this number right here. We have a negative up here. Now remember what that is a negative 1. Mathematicians don't write that 1. So we have to take negative 1 times 9. So we still have our 3d in front. And now we need to take negative 1 times 9 is a negative 9. And we need to take negative 1 times negative 2d. A negative times a negative is a positive, and 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, so we did our distributive property. Now I'm going to combine like terms on the same side. So I have 3d and 2d. When I add those together, I get 5d, and we still have our minus 9 and our 51. So now because this says minus 9, I need to add 9 to both sides. So this cancels out, and I have 5D equals 60. So now this says 5 times D. So what is the opposite of times? Is to be dividing. So we're going to divide by 5. And 60 divided by 5 is 12. So now we know the value of D. D is 12. So we can go substitute that in here. So that says 3D, 3 times D, and then we're going to put that 12 in there. So 3D is equal to 36. Okay, so they're going to be looking for 3D equals 36. All right, now we're ready for homework. And homework is you're going to have a worksheet right now. And on this worksheet, we're going to have you do numbers 13 through 21. Good luck.